to, like, because we know how it feels, so then when we see someone on the road, we could, like, pull over and, like, help them out. Yeah.
Could I live in my car for more than a few days? Would I want to? Of course not. Would I if I had to? Of course I would. But I probably wouldn't want to. And fortunately, I have the benefit of not having to. But I know there's people out there that have to, and that's why we're here.
Come together now, we gon' show them how, we gon' party like.
There's nothing in this life I would rather chase, so I'm gonna keep my faith in this God who's amazing.
Trouble's what I see, no more looking down.
To marry me, you took spit to your face. Now pitch your flesh, it was such a disgrace. To give me disgrace, my sins was embraced. Like books in a suitcase, you carrying my weight. No apologies for what love promised me. I receive all that with eternity. As I reach the turn the key, you release abundantly. Overtake me with your soul and flood my soul with your glory.
I guess for me, it's helping me better view homeless how I think God views them.
I think an appreciation for the challenge that one has living out of their car, because you cognitively think about, oh, okay, someone might be living in a car, but I don't think people do that in the Bay Area. To realize that and then realize how much of a challenge it must be day in and day out, as well as trying to live a full life, is probably the thing I'll take away.
Well, I've only been in here for 20 minutes and I don't recommend it. It's amazing. I'm a small person and I've got a big car, and yet it's not something I recommend, or I don't know how people can do this night after night. I really don't. Especially if you have kids. You know, I'm just one person in here, and I feel like I've packed it for one night, and yet it's full. It's ridiculous. I really don't know how people can deal with it.
Cramped.
It is very cramped. And earlier today it was extremely hot.
Would you be able to do it if you had to? Like, could you last a couple days in there?
Maybe a couple days, but not long. Not comfortably.
And we didn't bring a lot of things with us, but, you know, like towels, change of clothes. But what we brought takes up a lot of room.
So, what have you guys learned from this?
Probably be more sensitive to the people that are living in the cars and the homeless.
Yeah, definitely the awareness that families are living in cars that are smaller than this. Children, I just can't even imagine.
So I brought some teens out here to 24 in Your Car because I was made aware that there are a number of people who live in the Bay Area who sleep in their car because they can't afford any place else. And they work and they have jobs, and you wouldn't know that they live in their car, but they do. And it got me to thinking, how do we get more people involved in ministries like this? And I realized that a lot of us get held back from helping the homeless and helping the poor because we have a stereotype. We see the guy on the side of the street, we think, well, I'm going to give them $1 and they're going to go buy beer. And I don't want to enable that. And I think that those kinds of thoughts are good, and that we need to really be working on deeper issues of poverty. But when you focus more on enabling somebody, perhaps you just stop thinking about them as a person and just see them as a problem. And I think we need to start seeing people as people, regardless of addictions that they have, regardless of what stereotype we may have. Because once we move past the stereotype, once you see them as a person, you get to realize that there's more to them than just what you see. And when you start to fall in love with people, then you can really start to help them. So I'm not really sure what to end this with, but I would just say push past your stereotypes. Don't assume that you know somebody, and don't assume that you know their story, because when you get to know them, then you get to love them.